I'm your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. right after the news. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all those people and the businesses that support those athletes.
Right.
These shows, it just has just snowballed. Now I want to announce another.
In this heat,
we're still rocking and rolling. Let's put our hands together for Cindy Hagan, owner of Feed My Sheep. A couple things. I've known her for many, 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 many years, and she's a beautiful person. She's a big listener on the show. Wanted to be part of the Old Town Roundup and is doing it. And I'm not kidding, because everybody goes there, and it probably in 10 minutes that I was there, not one person did not put $1 that saw that box. So Cindy, thank you so much. She just, when she blesses something, it does. In addition, anybody that goes into her shop, and right now she's in a little slow time, so it's a good time to go in there. Anybody that goes into the shop, you just mentioned Teen Sports Radio, and she's going to give away, and I wish I had it, but I gave it to my son. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, gives away the free, do you know what the patron saint for athletes are? We've got a bunch of athletes in the house. Do you know? Anybody know what the patron saint for an athlete is?
Ooh, I should know this.
Anybody say it?
Sebastian.
Yeah! Woo! Jay-Z's got it in the house. Okay, that is going to be gifted. You want to go into Feed My Sheep and say Teen Sports Radio, you're going to get one of those little coins. It's really kind of cool, because I don't know, I kept it in my pocket for like 12 minutes before I had to give it away.
Erica?
I don't know, I just like to do it.
Where is Feed My Sheep?
Okay, it's in El Mercado Shopping Center. Good question, Ronnie! I'm glad you asked that question. That was a good question.
I was wandering around aimlessly and needed
I know. Well, it's really kind of cool, because you can just drive off the freeway and just drive right into it. You know when you just shoot right across?
I know
That's awesome.
That spot.
Yeah, it's an awesome spot.
It's enough.
So you go in there and you hang
line
the first...
6 or line 11?
Yeah, you make the first left, and she's right there, and she's awesome. Ronnie, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Well, July the 25th is coming up for the Executive Women's Golf Association fundraiser to benefit Santa Barbara Riders for Veterans Foundation.
Nice.
We're getting excited. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep till this thing happens.
Nice.
And so I'm also excited today because finally, I have brought in a guest.
Okay.
Because I was going to lose my job here.
That would never happen, because your voice stands out. I like it.
So I'd like to introduce Mr. Butch Breeden is the executive director of the Santa Barbara First Tee.
Okay.
Butch, thanks for being here today. You might want to grab that microphone. And
thanks, Ronnie.
We'd like to have you tell us a little bit about the First Tee, because when I was here last week, it was like, what's the First Tee? And the First Tee has been around for a long time in Santa Barbara since 1999, I believe?
Well, since 2002.
Okay.
2002. We are a youth development organization. We teach life skills to young participants, ages 5 to 18, and we just do it through the game of golf. We have 14 sites on the Central Coast, from Satakoy Country Club in Ventura to Paso Robles Golf Club in Paso Robles. We have about 2,600 young people in after-school programming. They come to our different various golf courses at our various sites. And all of my instructors are PGA professionals that have been trained how to teach the life skills seamlessly while they're teaching golf.
I've had an opportunity to be involved with First Tee from time to time throughout the past few years, but nothing lately. And I'd like to, how could someone, I have a lot of information here we're going to put on our website, but just briefly, tell us a little bit how someone can reach out to you, either an adult who wants to help volunteer or become active in First Tee, or youngsters who want to get involved in the game of golf and learn these life skills that you guys have been teaching for such a long time.
Well, we have a website, thefirsttcentralcoast.org or tftcc.org. And they can go on the website. It tells everything about us, and it also has our schedule of all of our different sessions, our classes that we have, and the costs, and how to sign up. You can sign up online. You can do everything online. If somebody out there is interested in volunteering, you can find a location that's near you, and you can see the coach there, and they'll take care of you. They'll sign you up.
So Andy Gill in the house. Yeah. We didn't get a chance to introduce you, but you're our co-host here.
Yes. Mr. Breeden.
Sorry, Andy, I kind of took over. I've been kicked by Erica 3 times so far.
Yeah.
So the first tee, what age do these kids start at?
Well, we have kids as young as 5.
Okay.
Actually, I have one site where the coach takes 3 and 4 years old and calls it a Tiwi class.
So that's fantastic. Teaching life skills early, I think, is very fundamental to success. But what about the kids that don't have the opportunity and don't know how to get to a golf course? Do you guys offer scholarships? Or
we scholarship about 45% of our participants right now.
That's incredible.
Great.
That's
wow.
incredible. Especially, nowadays, youth and sports, and it's so tough to get a college scholarship. I'm telling all the kids play golf.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of it out there. It's great.
That's fantastic. You guys are doing great work. And getting a hold of you, what's the best way to get a hold of you? You
can get a hold of me on my website.
Okay.
Or you can call me on my cell phone, which is the only thing it's ever on, is at 805-637-9415.
That's incredible.
Great job. Thank you for being aboard here today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Right. Thank you so much.
We know you've got to get to a board meeting, but I really appreciate your time.
We appreciate you.
Thanks a lot.
You guys, take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Rich.
All right. Before we go to break, I want to go last but not least. We have Dominique Hackett's in the house. How you doing,
Good
Dee?
morning, Erica.
Yeah. We had a fun week this week, huh?
We did.
Yeah, we had a nice little checky poo waved upon us, huh? That was nice. All right. Don't tell everybody that I got emotional. All right. Because the queen doesn't cry.
Well, Santa Barbara is a generous community. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, well, we won't say the gender, we won't say the name, but we will say the amount. It was like $10,000. So put our hands together. And we will be giving it in person to the person that was selected, that generous gift, and we'll probably be doing that next week. So
yes,
I'm excited about it. It's nice to get a phone call out of the blue.
Absolutely.
And just really enjoy with this show, and Dr. D and Les Carroll, this is his idea. We thank Wendy McCarr for being able to be, the generosity just in between the programming and the show. And of course we have Robert Burrows, who's donating all of his time. It's just never ending. So it's just nice when you get that, call and just say, hey, I want to help you.
It's a community
I don't know
of
what to
giving.
say. Yeah, it is. I almost fell out of the chair, right?
Yep. You didn't expect it.
We were sitting down to eat, and I'm like, we got to go. We just left. We got to go now. So it was pretty good.
We all know how blessed we are to live in Santa Barbara and all the opportunities that exist here and all the generous people that support the various opportunities. But when it happens, it's still overwhelming because it's like, whoa, where'd this come from? And we always appreciate it.
Yeah, no, that's why it's the community that we live in. Exactly, very well put, Ronnie. It's the best and it's the greatest. That's why I always fool around. I'll pay that 1% to live here. 1% tax. I like that, but you have to donate all that money. So anyway, we got the doctor. He says, give me the smooshy sign, Dr. D. Again, we are nothing without you. So put our hands together,
all right.
for Dr. D.
Dr. D.
All the programming, all the commercials, everything. He does it.
We had breakfast this morning. Well, he had breakfast.
Okay.
He was walking by.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where we were going with that.
He walks up and he says, "Good morning," and I couldn't, because the glare off the buildings on the other side. I'm going, who are you?
He started to give me some spare change, but I said it wasn't necessary.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, well.
All right, hey, before the break, where are you going to find us?
Oh,
I got it. I've never done this. I felt the urge.
Yeah.
We got Facebook.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
Twitter.
Yes.
SBTSR.com.
Nice.
And for all you lazy people like myself, if you just Google Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio, boom.
Yeah.
First hit.
Wait, I had that one before.
It's on top. Yeah,
First-
it's on top.
first
After almost
hit.
over 4 years, we
First
finally
hit.
made it. We crawled up there.
Yeah.
That's it. We all did. We say get it up. That's it. All right, smooshy sign. We got to go. It's Eric Salda, the Queen of Tea. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. am. And Dominique, where else can you find us?
YouTube, Instagram, where else? On the
Facebook.
internet and Facebook, Twitter. Yeah.
Do you know the time?
I do. 9 a.m., 11 p.m. That's kind of cool. If you miss it in the morning, you can catch it in the night. We got Saturday. Is it Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday at 2. And then if the game's on, it's on at 6. Yeah, 6-ish. And then we have our best time. This is exciting time. Yeah. Monday at 3 a.m.
That's my favorite time.
It's
Just rolling in.
I only took that because of you, Ronnie.
Thanks. It's great to be appreciated.
That's it. All right, we got Andy Gill is in the house. Who'd you bring, Andy? Woo!
Woo! I brought two incredible. I don't know about young anymore. I can't call them young anymore, but I got two incredible men with me. I got Mr. Johnny Ward, head coach at Carpinteria High School basketball, and I have Santiago Aguirre, former Santa Barbara High School Don, former Westmont Warrior, and now plays professionally in Mexico. First and foremost, I think just to kind of start them off, I'm going to let them introduce themselves, say hi.
Hi, Santiago from Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Johnny Ward, Carpinteria basketball.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo!
So, Johnny, I've been trying to get in here for about a year and a half, and with Sant, I'm lucky to have him because he's only in town for a little while before he's got to go back and play. But the reason I wanted to bring these guys in is because, first and foremost, I mean, they epitomize what it's like to be a true student athlete, and they're good role models for kids. I grew up with both of them. Johnny Ward is actually Johnny Ward Jr. John Ward Sr. is his dad, Santa Barbara High School coaching legend. And I had the opportunity to play for him, and so did Johnny. Sant knows who he is. But Sant, I grew up with Sant at the Santa Barbara Boys and Girls Club, and I was always looking up to him, not only because he's tall, but just because he's a good person, and he's always helping me out, and he's always giving back. So I'm going to kind of let them introduce themselves and give a little spiel about who they are and what they're doing, and then I'll guide some questions.
Nice.
So Johnny Ward, let's get started with you.
How's it going, everybody? As I said, Johnny Ward. This is going to be my 6th year doing the varsity basketball for Carpinteria High School. There was a time where I did varsity golf as well, but we'll talk about that another day. Loving what I'm doing. I got into it because my dad, as Andy said, he coached in Santa Barbara forever. It was about close to 40 years. And he went from Bishop Diego to Carp High, and once I graduated high school, I decided to get on his coaching staff, and unfortunately, he passed away in 2010, and I took the team over right away. In 2014, brought everything back from a low point to win a league championship. And
no, your dad didn't even do that at Carp.
I did something he didn't do. And, for me, it's all just about helping the kids out. There's not too many professional or college athletes that come out of Carp High, especially for basketball. They're few and far between. So it's just about giving back to the students, making sure they have fun, and trying to teach them some life lessons along the way.
Yeah, and then Son, let's get started with you a little bit. What are you up to nowadays?
Right now I'm just training, trying to enjoy the Santa Barbara weather, trying to be back home for a little bit, but every year since graduation in 2007 from Westmont College has just been a constant, just trying to stay in shape and just trying to keep up with the game. I'm typically on the roster for the national team for Mexico, so they're going to be preparing for a possible bid to go to the Olympics next summer. So there's going to be a tournament in Toronto this summer, and typically they'll pick about 20 to 30 players, just like they do for USA basketball, to prepare for that. And my mindset is just do everything I can every day to be ready for that, to be ready for a call. If that ends up not happening, then I'll try to be ready for another season, which will most likely begin in September for me. And the season goes on for about 7 to 8 months.
Yeah. I really want to ask you about it because I've seen photos and it seems like a really cool, awesome celebration. But what did you just accomplish right now with your most recent team, and what team was it?
The team that I played for this year, I had a 1-year deal with them, was in Mexicali, which is just a 5-hour drive from here. It's the only team that's that close to here. All the rest of the teams in our league are spread out from there all the way to Cancun on the super east end of Mexico. Mm-hmm. But right now there are 14 teams in the league, and I've been in the league for 8 years, and it's always just like the NBA. They play 7-game series, so it's very it's very taxing and very wearing on your body, and it was my first championship, and
there it is.
Congratulations!
It was a big moment in my life. It was a lot of sweat, a lot of pain, and it was a lot of fun. I made a lot of great memories, and now the biggest thing right now is to get ready for next season, because I know everybody's going to want what we have right now. So I constantly have that on my mind, preparation for next season.
And we've been playing ball together forever, and you guys both know Santa Barbara basketball really, really well. So, Johnny, for Santa Barbara being so small, how do we produce so much talent every year and players like Sant? Like, what do you think it is about Santa Barbara that just attracts these players and makes them better? And
I mean, attracting. I mean, you can't be better than Santa Barbara. We're by the beach. That's why every summer I host a tournament that has 20 to 30 teams in it, and they all want to come here to play basketball.
Yeah.
And, maybe a kid or two might move out here. But I think it's the coaching, players like Sant, coaches like you and me, just the general desire to play basketball and get better and have some fun doing it.
Yeah, so it's July 7th today. Tell me about your tournament that's in 3 days.
The same tournament that I mentioned just a second ago, the annual Commotion by the Ocean. This is our 11th year running it. We started it off when I was in high school when we were playing against each other.
Yep.
A few teams, and then it's just blossomed ever since. I got teams coming from Arizona, way down south, way up north, all over the place.
So for Dons like Santiago and myself, how many times have the Dons won that tournament in the last 5 years, Johnny?
What's your point, Gil?
I know the answer to this.
I think they're the 3-time defending champions. It could be the scheduling. Maybe they slip me a 20. I give them an easier schedule, maybe.
So these aren't club. These are high school teams.
High school teams, yes.
No clubs.
No club teams.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's great.
During the summer season, so everyone's trying to ramp up before football takes over for the fall and try to get as much work in for
You wouldn't let clubs come in, or?
I wouldn't. I like the setup as it is. It's a great chance for teams to bond. We even have some teams camp out back behind the gym. I'll come in the morning. The teams from Arizona are sleeping on the gym floor. It's just a great opportunity for kids to be together away from home and play some basketball in the process.
Nice.
What a great tournament! I'm not familiar with it. And where do you guys play?
We play in Carpinteria. We use Carp High School, Carp Middle School, and in the past when we've had close to 40 teams, we've even used the Girls Inc.
Nice.
Yeah. So 90% of our listeners are teens. What can you guys tell teens about staying motivated, keeping that confidence high? What are sports going to do for them? Anything that you can pass on, anything helps, especially coming from players and coaches. That's the most important stuff.
Well, me personally, I being nearly 30 years old right now, I've been playing competitive sports, I guess, since age 10.
Yeah.
It's seeing it from this point in my life, looking back, it's unbelievable how important it is. I know personally, I'm the first person in my family to finish high school on time and then actually even attend college, and I graduated college. And I know that without basketball and some sort of direction, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have had any real motivation just from not seeing my parents or my brothers and sisters graduate high school. I couldn't imagine doing that. I remember plenty of days where the only reason I wanted to go to class at all was to go to practice at the end of the day.
Yep.
But it's just building a structure in your life, building some sort of consistency was something that I really looked for as a teen, and I was blessed to continue to not stop growing at that age, and it allowed me to build the life that I have today. And I know a lot of people don't make it, past high school or past college, but it ultimately, in my opinion, now it really doesn't matter, because if you can get into that, everything leads into something else. It teaches you how to have a routine, how to have a work ethic, how to hold yourself and others responsible around you. And
absolutely,
without those things, I can't imagine what I would have, if I would have been able to change the path of the people around me.
Yeah. Real quick, what are the names of some coaches or players that you would attribute a lot of your success to?
My first ever coach that I had was David Jackson. He's been retired coaching club basketball for a while.
Otherwise known as DJ here in Santa Barbara.
Yeah,
he's
DJ.
a good guy.
Yeah, he gave me the tough love that I needed growing up, and didn't let it slide when I wanted to be lazy. And him and probably the most influential coach at a young age when I really hit that turning point, which was about 9th grade, was Ryan Schachter, who's the head coach at Corona Del Mar High School now. And I think those two guys at an early age were the ones that caught me and really encouraged me to do something with what I had.
Johnny Ward, what can you pass on to our youth?
I mean, sports taught me everything growing up. Living in a coach's house, it was all about being able to give direction, take direction. You learn so many lessons on the court, aside from the X's and O's that you can just take with you anywhere. And that's what I really try to pass on to my kids.
Yeah, other than your dad and truly a legend and a great influence, what other coaches do you think have really shaped your thoughts and your philosophies?
A previous guest on the show, from what I hear, Sal Rodriguez, he was a great influence on my life. He was my first club coach.
Co-host Sal Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's a host.
Right on.
Yeah.
We promoted him.
Sal coached with my dad on my team growing up. So we had a 2-headed monster, and then we had another coach, Dave Brigante, head coach of Santa Barbara High now, who also had a big influence on my life. So the three of them, they were my coaches, growing up for a long, long time, and I learned so much from them.
We're going to take a break, but listen, I'm going to close it off. Let's put your hands together right now.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
We thank you so much. We got some gifts here for you. Teen Sports Radio loves what you guys are doing, and we're looking forward to more contributions, especially maybe another back-to-back. That would be nice, huh?
Repeat.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
That's
Thank
definitely.
you.
This is
Appreciate
Erica Salda. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. right after the news. Well, we are full. Put your hands together for the Lady JV Chargers.
All right.
Woo! Also, we have Coastal Valley Soccer Club represented.
This is crazy.
We got a lot of ladies in the house. All right, we're going to start with somebody that I actually know very well. I actually coached her older brother, who was on my son's team, and I'm really excited to introduce. I've got a little nickname for her because I nickname everybody Jay-Z. I don't know if they use that over there, do they? Yeah.
My coach, Mr. Sherman, he actually calls me Jay-Z. He's always like, Jay-Z, get on the court.
I love that. Woo! I love Jay-Z. That's right. It's nothing like giving a kid a nickname and it just flourishes. I love that. So, Jenny, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing really good. So, all right, so you went over from St. Raphael's, and it was, St. Raphael's is kind of tough because it's a smaller school. It's not like, I would say, branded like a program. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, and you didn't play any other club teams. You only played there. So it's like I told you went over there. I mean, you're just going to have to be like that kid that, the last scrap of meat on the table. I don't know, you got to find a way to go get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, it was a really interesting transition from such a small school to a really big school like DP, and it was actually a really fun experience because I met a lot of fun people, and I've grown into like a great team. So
nice.
I'm really happy about that.
Definitely, and it's nice because you're developing.
Yeah.
So every single year, you're allowed to get better. And I know that the school supports it because the school is so big and they have so many different levels, and it allows you to break out of the one and just take your time, because at the end of the day, as long as you get, have that varsity ladder, you've accomplished great things, especially coming from where you came, because you didn't start like really playing organized basketball when you were like 5, like everybody else. So we want to introduce some of your teammates, and you were the MVP last year. Woo! So you won. You just told me 2 minutes ago that you just, and additionally, you have a special team. You've got special chemistry with these girls. You were like city champions last year. Another put it together.
Very good.
Wow, I didn't know all this before you came out here.
So city champions is when you beat all the teams in your city and we beat them.
Well, I didn't know that.
That's amazing.
I don't know.
Okay, it is. No, I knew what that was.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure everyone knows what it is. Okay.
I'm the one that probably looks like he doesn't know.
Dominique didn't know. All right, Dominique, now you know what a city championship is.
So
Fantastic.
we beat San Marcos 3 times, and we've also beat Santa Barbara 3 times. So
Sweet.
That's impressive.
Yeah. It's very impressive. Well, we have a guy here that knows a little bit about the sport, okay? Andy Gill is in the house. Woo!
He jumped out of his chair when he heard that.
Ladies,
Grabbing for a microphone.
ladies. I am assuming freshmen, sophomores.
Yeah.
Tell me about your grades. What grade you're in? I'm not about your grades. I'm sorry. I do want to know that too, though. But looking down the line a little bit, what are you guys looking to accomplish as basketball players at Dos Pueblos?
Go ahead.
does anyone want to talk?
Yeah. Say who you are when you grab the mic.
Yeah, introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Dayla Miranda, and
What grade are you in, Dayla?
I'm gonna be a sophomore this year.
Awesome.
I mean, from being at Dos Pueblos Chargers, you learn a lot from each other. You become one family
Yeah.
with one of us. Like, I barely met Jenny and Izzy and Veronica, and we're all so close to each other.
That's awesome. Summer basketball really brings you guys together. So
Oh,
will
yeah.
you guys all be on JV this next season?
Yes.
That's exciting. What positions do you guys play?
Well, I play point guard and guard.
Okay. Do you bring it up all the time, sometimes?
Me and Jenny do.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes.
Awesome. Who's next? Introduce yourself. What grade are you in?
I'm Isabel Roman, and I'm going to be a 10th grader at Dos Pueblos this upcoming year, and I play post and guard.
Cool.
And I'm Veronica Perez. This upcoming year, I'm going to be a junior, and I play guard.
Sweet. Jay-Z, what about you?
I play point guard mostly, but I can also play guard.
Cool. Next year, are you guys looking to be on varsity with Coach Sherman?
No, we're in summer league right now, and we're pretty set with our teams. We're JV summer league right now.
Okay, cool.
Jenny might.
Jenny might. Yeah, Jenny might.
I kind of switch on and off with freshmen, JV, and then the varsity team, so I'm kind of all over the place.
That's awesome. Do you guys play any other sports other than basketball?
At the moment.
Previously?
In high school.
No.
Well, as a coach, I encourage in the spring, I want you guys all to do track.
My coach wants me to do track too, so
Maybe not for me.
Every coach is different, but you guys are going to get faster. You guys are going to get stronger next year. And as juniors, you guys are going to come out and just put people on their butt.
You'll be so surprised. When you first start track, you hate it for about a week or two, and then your body adjusts. And by the time you go back to playing basketball, oh my God, you'll have lung capacity that your teammates won't have.
So, who is your JV coach?
Andy Casanueva.
Yeah.
Okay, what can you guys tell us about Andy? First off, is Andy a male or a female?
He's a male. He's a guy. Well, about Andy. Well, he's very encouraging and he's very loud. He does this thing. Listen, every game he does that, and he's just like he encourages you. If he's not yelling at you, it means like you're out. Like
There's like a problem.
There's a problem.
Okay.
You know, Andy's hit on some things, and so has Dominique, about cross-training and getting, better at your sport so you can be a better team player. What's your most favorite thing about playing basketball?
Well, my favorite thing is that you have to be able to work with other people, and you can't just be working by yourself. You can't be independent. You have to depend on everyone, and it's not just you. It's not about you. It's about everyone and working together.
That's a great answer.
I mean, there's no I in team, so you gotta work with other people. You gotta work with your teammates. Like, one person isn't gonna make the game work out. You gotta pass your teammates. You gotta get open. So
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at first you might not know them because we were freshmen. We're all freshmen. We were on the freshman team last year for summer, and we didn't really know each other, and we didn't know how to play together. But after some time, you know how to play together. You know what to do with each other. You know how they play. You know what their positions to do.
Sweet.
And I don't know. I guess there's always someone there to help you out and get better. And there's always room for improvement in this sport. And there's always somebody that you can either look up to, or you can always help out somebody else.
What if somebody comes to practice who's really, really cranky? So what do you do with that person?
Usually it's messing around. We mess around and try to like see what's wrong, and then usually everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Because you can tell if someone's not in the right frame of mind. Maybe something happened, and at school,
drama,
boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Parents, So, but I can see
they all look at me when they say that.
I can see how well you guys feed off each other just in this room and talking.
Mm-hmm. All right, just we're going to end on that because you finished with that big, strong, bold talking word, okay? And we have sponsors, and we want to hear them talk, okay? Because, they support us every single Tuesday night, Sunday, and Monday.
3 a.m.
And we like the 3 a.m. show. This is Erica Salda. We'll take a short little break. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. All right, I have a couple of questions to finish up. All right. First of all, I always like to have everybody on the team name, if you had to play 2-on-2, okay? If you had to pick one person on the team and you wanted to just roll through a 2-on-2 tournament, you can't, it's not a whatever, it is. And if the person's not here, that's fine. So we'll start up with JZ. JZ, you had to pick one person on a team for a 2-on-2 tournament. Who would that be? Go ahead.
Man, that's tough.
I know, pick one though.
I think I would choose someone tall because I'm not the tallest person here. So I would choose Sierra Cavaletto, and she's actually not here right now.
That's all right.
She's pretty tall.
Yeah,
So
I like that. All right. Usually you could say, honestly, you gave somebody a shout-out on this show. This is nice. All right.
I would probably say the same. I do play post, but I'm not that tall. I would like to be taller, but I would do Sierra, too. She's a good player. She can take really outside shots.
Woo, Sierra! She's
Two for two.
Getting it. All right.
She wanted to be here, but she had other responsibilities.
Oh, very well put. Okay.
I mean, it's tough. All the girls are great, but I would pick Izzy.
Izzy,
I would pick her. Me and her work very well together.
And I'd have to say either Jenny or Sierra because I'd have to say she's probably like the fastest on the team, and I come up close behind that. But we're both really good at like being fast and racing down the court and like working together. So
nice. The pack. I like that. All right, so last question before you guys, I'm going to make you stay for the whole show, but last question. How many of you guys want to play in college? Anybody want to play in college? And to do that, like the grades got to be good. So if you want to shout out the grades, that'd be cool.
I mean, if I get a scholarship to play in college, I would love to, but I'm going to focus more on my grades and stuff for college. So.
Nice.
Very good.
Very good. You could always play club in college, too, so it's not like you like different levels.
I would love to play in college. I don't know. Hopefully I'll get there, but I'll probably focus on school, focusing on good grades and getting to where I want to be in life with jobs.
Nice.
Very good.
Well, my grades are now. Well, since I'm an avid student, which means they help us reach to college, and I would focus more on school to become a marine biologist because that's what I want to become when I'm older. And if I do get the chance to be a player on any college, that would be great.
Nice.
Good for you. That's great.
I've been playing basketball like 2 years now, and I'm not exactly sure where I'd go with basketball, but it's definitely a sport I enjoy playing. I just don't know if I'd take it to college, but definitely I focus on school because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet. But
nice.
Very good.
Put your hands together.
Amazing young ladies.
Very nice. All right, what we're going to do is just going to segue right now because we're not going to take a break. We're going to just jump right over. We got two representatives from Coastal Valley Soccer Club. Put your hands together. Woo! Woo! And I know one of the players, okay, Anna Coronado. I'm really excited. Woo! Because I coached her. I coached Anna at St. Raphael's with JC, and I had a great time. It was really good. I actually got kind of cocky first 3 weeks. I just thought we were going to mow through everybody because we were. And then all of a sudden, somebody in this room decides to blow out her knee. Right. So then there went the season, okay? Oh, no. And the big attitude kind of like whatever. But that's okay. So, Anna, get up on the mic here. Talk to me.
Hello.
How you doing? How many years have you been on Coastal Valley Soccer Club?
This is actually our first year. It's a new club that one of my old coaches that I've been with before decided to start up. Sweet. And it's actually really fun. I've worked with tons of the girls that are on the team before.
Nice.
And it's yeah, it's really fun. Like, I went to school with Abri over here, and now she's on the team.
Nice.
And, yeah, so, like, we've all worked together on prior teams, and it's just, and, like, I love our coach. He's just so much fun, and, yeah.
So did you break away from Santa Barbara soccer club? Is that what it was? Was it like one of like a split off of that, or how?
No, I wasn't really on a club before. I was kind of doing like All-Star and like Select, that kind of thing, like through I think AYSO or
right.
I don't know. But yeah, and then so this was my first year doing like club, and it was like really fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you both, Abri? Do you go to Bishop too?
I go to Dos Pueblos.
Nice. Okay, that's allowed. I just wondering. So, Anna, the transition to get from St. Raphael's over to Bishop, was it a baby step or was it a big giant step?
No, it was kind of, I would say, more of a baby step. Like, high school is big and a lot different than junior high and stuff, but it was still like the same campus, kind of like small feel to it. And yeah, so it was relatively the same. There's definitely more people in a class and more people to hang out with. And, like, you have, like, you meet new people, and, yeah, it is bigger, but still, like, small campus kind of thing.
Nice.
Can you tell me a little bit, either one of you, about the transition from playing at school and then to a club? How does that happen? What makes that work?
I actually didn't play for Dos Pueblos, like the soccer team, but I cheered, so...
Okay.
Like playing at school versus club. Well, this last year, my school team wasn't really like, they didn't really like bond much as a team. It was more like individual players, which I think we'll work on in the next years. But yeah, like coming into the club team, it was kind of like everyone knew of each other, or like they'd kind of already played before. So it was like, I don't know, we kind of bonded right away, sort of thing.
It's a melting pot, though, of all the schools,
right.
Mm-hmm.
And you already know, because if you're gonna pay the extra money to go to a club, because it's an expense, it's not free.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, you're just gonna be put forth. I just think that extra effort, and then you're playing with people that are like you, and that are going to be doing the same, having the same regiment, so on and so forth. Would you think that's fair?
Would you say the motivation is greater for the club than it is over maybe the school?
Yeah, definitely, because people in club are like, they're determined, and like, I mean, not that people in high school aren't, but like, that's like what for a lot of people, that's what they want to do later in life. And yeah, it's also fun because I met a bunch of new people. Like, nobody that goes to my school is on my club team. So it's like a ton of new friends, like different schools.
I think that's good for you.
Yeah, I think
that's really good, because you don't want to be like in this like little rabbit hole. You know what I mean? You want to be, I mean, the school's great, how I feel about the school, but it's great that your parents are giving you that opportunity. You're very blessed.
Yeah.
So what position do you play?
I play like a middle defense kind of thing. Like there's like 4 in the back, and I'm either right or left in the middle.
Nice.
And then I play left defense or right defense.
Nice.
Very good.
So jumping over here to the Chargers real quick. You guys play at all JV, but are you playing any club? Does anybody on you four play club? No?
I'm not, but
No?
I don't think
Previously.
Yeah.
I did a while ago, but the team everyone went off to high school and other club teams.
Right.
So
I think you're really special, because you have a very unique chemistry of you ladies. When you're in a being city championship, you'll always have that, and the girls that you face will always know that they've been beaten. So as long it's true.
Nice perk.
Well, it is. It does, especially in double overtime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm serious. I mean, I'll never forget. We played Carp in baseball. My son was on varsity. He went down to JV because they didn't have enough players. Bishop, doesn't sometimes have JV, sometimes they don't. So anyway, he went down to JV, which is unheard of. And anyway, they were down by 11 runs, and they end up winning the game in the last 2.5 innings. Okay.
Wow.
So now fast forward when they're a senior. The same darn thing happens, okay? And those kids were on the same team, and they went and did it again.
Wow.
You follow what I mean? So it's just something that is instilled, because you could see when they were climbing back, you could look in the eyes of those kids, oh my God, here
they come again.
There they go. It's true.
It is.
So of all the games that you played last year, on that double overtime, would that be the best game of all the games you played, the double overtime?
I think so. That that was a pretty intense game. It was incredibly stressful, but it ended up being a lot of fun because even the girls... that's a good perk too. But the girls on the other team, we ended up kind of bonding with them and like finding out their quirks and things, and it was just a lot of fun.
Super. So you're at the end of the day, you all shake hands and it's all good, and wait to battle another day. Ladies, I'm very impressed.
Thanks for being here.
Very impressed with all of you. Hey, well, we have internships opening for the summer. If anybody wants a seat as a co-host, it's good. It's great. I'm just saying, hey, it's good resume stuff for college. You could talk to me about it.
I thought I was an intern.
That's it. After the show, we'll talk about it. This is Erica Salda. We got one more segment. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m., right after the news. Well, we have one very patient, because he's a pitcher, so he has to have a lot of patience. We got Jake Kylie in the house.
How you doing, Erica?
That's it. CC. All the way. You had a great season. I don't even know if you know. You were voted, and you are on the website. I don't know what January, February. You were Athlete of the Month.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think your dad must have put in like 20. He must have put in like 20 things. I said, he needs like 15 or 20. Somebody must got to go in there.
How's that happen?
Athlete of the Month. You just got to go and register.
Oh.
Yeah, and he did it, and he just killed him. He had a great season at Santa Barbara Santa Barbara High School. Yeah, well, he had a great season in high school too. But at CC, had a great season. And you didn't even redshirt the first year. Just came right out of the boat, right out of the high school. So huge transition.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So talk to me.
High school to college is totally different. It's just a different outlook of life. Like, you grow up, especially going to city college, instead of going to a big 4-year school, you're always like getting babied more. Like, everyone looks out for you because everyone's like, we give you this much money, we're gonna actually look out for you. But in like the JUCO city college area, they don't care. There's always like 100 more people that they can get replaced by you, and they can be like 3 years older than you. So it was like a big grow up, figure out how to deal with life and stuff like that. So that was like the biggest curve.
Transition? I always like to know where you're coming from.
I'm from Lancaster, California. Okay. It's a little desert place, not that special. Like 110 right now. Not that fun.
Your size, and you've grown a little bit this last year as well. But the one thing that the support that you could say that you have gotten at City College is you've got great pitching coach.
Yes, we do.
I mean, that's the reason why you came.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I came over here.
Seriously. So talk about it. So
Aspo, or that's what we call him, Justin Aspergen. He's an amazing pitching coach. We call him Aspo. He's a weird guy. He's really funny. But some bald head dude, some giant dude. But he's really cool. With his aspects of pitching, it's just different. Like, it's more of like a mental aspect instead of a normal pitching coach that tells you like certain mechanical, like tries to make you like a cookie cutter, and he just lets you do your own thing. Then he might tweak you once in a while, but he just lets you do how you throw, and doesn't let you. He doesn't want you to be like a robot, and just wants you to like pitch how you are, and not as a structure, like a generic wind up and everything.
So how old are you right now?
I'm 19.
Okay, so at 19, what did you top at as far as what was your fastest pitch?
So far, for last year was 92.
Nice.
But
at 19.
Okay. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's fantastic.
Right. Nothing's that special.
What pitches are you working on?
I throw a 4-seam, a slider, and a changeup. I started working on my changeup over summer for a little bit until I was shut down. And it looked really nice. So I'm looking forward to seeing that in fall. But those are like the main 3 pitches. I used to throw a curve, but it transitioned to a slider because I started throwing it harder. That's basically it.
Nice. That's a good repertoire to have a complete game,
right?
So that you can fall back on something. So out of those 3 pitches, which is your go-to pitch?
A fastball.
Yeah,
I like to blow it by him.
Now, does your pitching coach, when he is working with you, and you say he doesn't do a whole lot and tweaks a little, how does he keep you from throwing so that you don't hurt yourself if you're going to be throwing that fast?
We do a lot of arm care exercises. There's a bunch of decel work and post work. Like right after we throw, we do a bunch of like dumbbell arm care. We call it arm care. So we do a whole bunch of different rotational work to work on balancing out your throwing after you throw. Then we do a bunch of different stretches, even from like the neck down to our legs, because pitching is more of a just an arm. It's more like the whole body, because your body can get out of sync, and then when you like your neck's messed up, your shoulder can be out of sync too. So we just do a bunch of stuff like that.
You know something, you are always welcome here because you're like my third son. You know that, okay? And if you ever get hungry, you know where to go. So I've got a lot of people to thank here today, but we're out of time. I want to thank the community. I want to thank all of my co-hosts today, Andy Gill, Dr. D, Dominique, and of course Ronnie Sabajian. This is Erica Salda.
Thanks,
we
Erica.
love Santa Barbara. God bless Santa Barbara. Check out Feed My Sheep. All right, get yourself your free Saint Sebastian coin. This is Erica Salda. We love you. See you next week. Please tune in and join us next Tuesday at KZSB AM 1290 at 9:06 a.m. when we will go behind the scenes with the local students, athletes, coaches, parents, volunteers, and all other teen sports supporters. This is all brought to you by ePro Insurance Agency, leader in gift planning and wealth preservation since 1983. So please follow along and support our student athletes by reading the Santa Barbara News Press, and then join me, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen, Dr. Dugan, my co-host, friends, teens, every week on the Santa Barbara News Press radio station.